Hello, it's me. Well, heatwave seems to be over, but the drought isn't. Got real issues here. Let me show you what I mean. So, right at this moment in time, what date is the day? 26th of July, not even into August yet. As you can see, I've seeded this area with grass seed, and I've got my water tank there. And you can probably hear or see that I've got the pump running and a hose pipe, because I watered in this grass seed this morning, and I've been having to water my tobacco. But the garden itself, I mean, we've had very, very little rain here for months now, and as you can see, I've reached the point where I'm having to irrigate the garden due to this lack of rainfall. Everything is suffering and doing rubbish without any significant rain, and obviously with my lifestyle the way it is, I do rely heavily on the garden to produce a lot of my food. So got a row of leeks in there ready for the winter. This is my brassica area, the wonder wall, as I've previously described. I'll open up the door and let you have a look inside. As you can see, I have watered in here today, but I've got cabbages there and kale and a few lettuces and other bits and bobs, and it's doing really badly. It's really rubbish, so I'm having to water. So the question is, do we, all of us, but especially me at the moment, this is the question for me, do I plan for this to be a regular thing all of the time? Let me just show you this soil next to the leeks that hasn't been watered. As you can see, there's a little bit of moisture underneath because we had a little bit of rain the other day, but effectively it's as dry as a chip and nothing's growing. So, you know, do we look at drought resistant varieties of produce? Do I look to irrigate all of the time? In which case I could put a pipe in along the back there with some outlet points to allow for a simpler irrigation system. I just don't know at the moment, and got lots on, as you can see. I've cleared that area. This axle that's here, I've got to cut down because my dear old friend Tom up the road, I've managed to get myself a bench saw, cast iron bench saw, lovely little tool that is. I'm hoping to be able to clean that up and get that working. And what I'm going to do is shorten this axle and put it on mount it on a little trailer so I can drag it around with a quad and possibly put a petrol engine on it. Anyway, I'll just spin you back round again. So, I certainly wouldn't describe myself as a climate change denier, but I do get a bit frustrated about the number of people that virtue signal over it, and all of the lack of effort by people really to do something about this problem. It's going to take a long time to put it right, and I don't believe that the people that are going off and making protests, Extinction Rebellion and all that bunch, are actually making any significant difference. I think people like me and other people, there are lots of people doing what I'm doing, living off-grid, trying to live a more sustainable lifestyle, trying to be more self-reliant. I think they're doing far more than these eco-warriors, because I can guarantee you that a large proportion of those people that have travelled across the country to protest at various points buy bottled water, have tumble dryers at home, take their children to school in cars, you know, and have foreign holidays. To my mind, if you really want to make a big difference, you tax air travel, significantly tax air travel and food imports. You start looking more at food security and producing our own food, and you stop the sale of things like tumble dryers, bottled water. You don't penalise people who drive diesel vehicles. You don't penalise people who rely on diesel in remote areas like this to actually get from A to B. Let's not forget, the diesel engine was originally designed to run on peanut oil. It wasn't designed to run on petroleum oil-based products. It was designed to run on vegetable oils, effectively, and we could go back to that. So right now, I'm living completely off-grid. I use very little water. The water I do use doesn't come from the mains. I mean, what I'm using right now is well water here, and I use some spring water. I'm reliant on wind and solar to survive, and I have to adjust my lifestyle accordingly. On a day like today with lots of cloud, I'm not going to produce much energy. I'm actually using a lot right now because I'm pumping water to irrigate my my vegetable crops. But I'd like to know what you think I can do that would make me more sustainable, and I'd also like to know what you are doing to be more sustainable, and what you think of that shower of shit that go around blockading roads and so on, because I get very, very annoyed about it. Anyway, enough of a rant. Minor update, minor rant. Love to hear your thoughts on irrigation and where we go in the future, because I think we haven't had more than 0.5 millimetre of rain here in a day for 2 months, so we are in a pretty dire situation. There's no grass here. Livestock numbers have dropped right down because we just haven't got the food to feed them. It's really quite serious. Anyway, hope you're all keeping well. Catch up with you soon. Bye.